Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
And apparently you're here as well. Thank you for being here. 888-900-3393. Also, Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Full slate again. Just a jam-packed show. All kinds of things going on, which will probably surprise you because it's usually like there's nothing going on. There's something going on today? Yeah, it's amazing.
So we're not going to get to the farm reports then?
Probably no farm reports today.
Oh, darn.
We might do some pig futures. That's possible.
How about soybeans?
No soybean.
Oh, wow.
That's the stuff in the water that's turning the friggin' frogs gay, I think.
Soybeans are turning...
Yeah.
Soy is.
Mm-hmm. The soy juice, the juice from the beans.
Soybean juice. A good Wednesday morning to you.
Yeah. So we're off to a good start already. Inflation. Is inflation affecting your family? Pathead Ubu sent this. Inflation, it's getting real out here. These new poll numbers speak for themselves. Inflation affecting your family? No, 124%. Yes, 195%.
Okay, so
That's awesome.
those numbers are up.
It seemed to be somewhat inflated.
Yeah.
But
So's the price of gas. What are we to? $4.95 a gallon now on that?
yeah, I think is it the same as yesterday? I think it's the same for the first time in quite a while.
Wait, no.
Wasn't it $4.95?
$4.91 yesterday, right?
Was it? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't remember. I
maybe.
honestly thought it was $4.96.
Rob just told me, yes, it was $4.91 yesterday.
Okay, so it is up 4 cents again.
This time next week, we'll be over $5 easy.
Wow. Well, I already paid over $5 for mine last time I filled up. But that's the average for just regular.
Yeah.
That's not the Supreme. That's not diesel.
It's 87.
Man.
Unsustainable.
That's crazy. It's just crazy. And it is unsustainable. How do people keep doing it?
But the good thing is that this administration has now given help to the solar panel companies. So that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
So why don't you shut up
good.
about the gas prices?
Right. I should.
Okay.
I should shut up. Because the solar companies are going to save us from the high gas prices, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. When we switch to solar in our cars, which is right around...
It's right there.
It's right there.
That's right there.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
It doesn't make any sense.
It just shows what their priority is. And their priority is switching to solar and wind and ruining the U.S. economy.
And they're doing a darn good job of it.
Really good job.
Jeffy, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but that solar thing, is that different than what I heard where they suspended tariffs for Chinese imports of solar panels that are made by Uyghurs, of course, for 2 years? Is there something that I missed? Something different there?
No.
That's what you're talking about?
Help, yeah.
Totally. Oh, we're going to out of this crisis immediately now. So that's good.
Expect $2 a gallon gas by, I don't know, tomorrow. Yeah.
This time tomorrow?
Yeah.
I can put you down for that?
Yeah. Because Biden's on it.
Okay,
He's
maybe
on it.
Friday.
Yeah,
No?
the latest.
Okay.
At the
right.
very latest. But I think tomorrow is pretty solid.
Right.
Yeah.
It's good that we did something good for China, ish, and then yesterday they announced some stuff that we were going to be helping Thailand with stuff, right? So it's funny how
what are
that
we helping
worked
Thailand
out.
with?
There was a
I think
list
I missed
of
that
things.
big announcement.
There was a list of things that we're.
I've been pushing for that,
working.
for helping Thailand for a long time. We got to help Thailand with some things.
Was there anything in there?
Well, I just found it interesting that the day before,
anything we're doing for
we helped
Americans?
China.
Anything in
and
there?
then the next day, this all helps America.
Oh, I see. Kind of under the umbrella.
Yeah,
Okay, my bad.
We'll give some more money to Ukraine. We'll help Thailand, and we help China. That all helps us as Americans.
The Iraq and the Asian countries.
All helps us
everywhere,
as
like
Americans.
such as.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I didn't realize that.
What's the matter with you, Keith?
I'm sorry.
How could you not realize that? What are you, stupid?
This is good.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
This is good news.
Yeah, this is the trickle-down theory. The America last trickle-down. We help everybody else first, and then some of that help trickles down to us later on.
And then $2 gas tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm on board.
I will remind everybody that gas prices have only more than doubled since Biden's inauguration day. Just more than doubled. they haven't tripled. They haven't quadrupled yet.
Yeah.
So shut up.
So that
Shut up.
Putin price hike actually began, ironically, when Biden got into office.
Ironically, it did. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Okay.
Very, very strange. But we do have some help. Of course, Germany is airlifting baby formula to Texas. That's exciting. A plane carrying more than 110,000 pounds of specialty baby formula from Germany is expected to land in Fort Worth sometime this week.
Yeah, tomorrow, I thought, right? Thursday's supposed to arrive. So we'll have help on the shelves.
According to the White House, the air shipment is part of the President Joe Biden's Operation Fly Formula.
Got to work on that, y'all.
The Fly Formula. That's
so
really,
bad.
really catchy.
It's like formula for baby flies. I mean, it's the dumbest
The Fly
name
Formula.
ever.
What did you want him to call it? Soy juice? No.
No,
that's
you don't want that.
I don't know. Really?
So about 110,000 pounds of Nestle NAA Supreme Pro Stage 1 infant formula, enough for 1.6 million 8-ounce bottles, will arrive in Fort Worth tomorrow. From that point, Nestle and Gerber will distribute the product around the country. Last week, a similar shipment of specialty formula from Europe arrived in Indiana. More are expected to be announced in the coming days. So that's great.
That's great.
We did an airlift for them, so I guess it's just fair that they do an airlift now for us. Cause,
we did?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. For Germany? Yeah, we did an airlift for them.
Herbert Hoover?
Remember the Berlin Wall?
Oh, yeah,
And,
it was just
starving Germans.
Just like yesterday.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah. Well, it was a while ago. But it used to be that, this is going to surprise you, the United States used to be doing the helping. They weren't the helpee. We were the helpers.
Huh?
Now we're the helpee.
Corby,
Yeah.
fact check that.
Yeah, it's weird. But apparently we used to deliver food, and aid, and medical supplies, and all kinds of things to countries in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
So,
take your word for it.
yeah, I mean, with us being so worthless now,
Boy, no
it's hard to
kidding.
remember those days.
No
So.
kidding.
Yeah, jeez.
No kidding.
Yeah, but good news is that
disheartening.
the backlog of all
disheartening.
the stuff from those ships, they're starting to trickle in. So I love how Target's gonna take those products arriving and put them on clearance because some of them are out of season now.
Yeah.
Like sweatpants and stuff. I saw.
It took so long that the winter clothes are finally here. And you can get a good price on them at Target.
Well, man, that's kind of good. That's kind of good.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
That's kind of good.
Uh-huh. You won't be able to wear them for like 6 months, at least if you live in Texas. Maybe 8 months.
Yeah.
But Target warned investors yesterday that its profits will take a short-term hit as it marks down unwanted items, cancels orders, and takes aggressive steps to get rid of extra inventory. Retailer slashed its profit margin expectations for the fiscal second quarter to account for a wave of goods winding up deeply discounted on the clearance rack.
Oops.
We thought it was prudent for us to be decisive, act quickly, get out in front of this, address and optimize our inventory in the second quarter. Take those actions necessary to remove the excess inventory and set ourselves up to continue to be guest relevant with our assortment. Okay,
Well,
so that's what they're
it's
going to do.
important to be guest relevant.
Guest relevant. Yeah,
Every
that's what they
company
are.
wants that.
Yeah.
I mean,
If I've heard guest relevant once, I've heard it a billion times.
Right.
And they're going to be
Thank
guest
you.
relevant. The extreme shift in consumer spending habits comes as retailers start to get back to healthy in-stock levels. That means some have an abundance of sweatpants, throw pillows, and pajamas, just as consumers search for swimsuits and suitcases.
Man, we are a country in a big mess.
We are. We're just in a mess right now.
just trying to be guest relevant. That's all. That's all.
Plus, some shoppers are trimming back on spending due to inflation or putting more of their dollars toward experiences like dining out and traveling, which are also expensive propositions right
You
now.
aren't kidding. Plus, Target is the one Target in Fort Worth, near my home, is helping with the community power levels. I don't know. I sent the sign in. They hung a sign on the door saying temporary reduced lighting and air conditioning levels.
Oh, geez. Was it hot in there?
Energy consumption in our community is expected to reach peak levels today. So in response to this, Target is reducing energy levels to help keep power flowing in our community. Thank you for your patience.
Third worldification of America.
So that's good. I mean,
I'm underway.
Glad. Now, Target is one of those little on the warm side stores anyway. For some of us that may like things to
sweat
be cold,
like pigs.
What's that look?
And so this is even woof.
Yeah.
No, thank you. But they're helping the community.
That's
they're
great.
helping the community.
Well, they helped the community. My power company helped the community on Saturday with rolling blackouts already. So we were out of power about an hour and a half, I guess.
What?
Yeah. It wasn't even that bad.
It was peak energy.
No, it really wasn't. It couldn't have been. It was like 85 degrees. I don't know, 85, 86, 88.
no.
I don't know. And a rolling blackout on a day like that?
Really?
Yeah, we're in trouble. If they're gonna start that crap when it's 85 in Texas, we're in trouble this summer.
And I got news for you. It's technically not even summer yet.
Right.
Right.
Our first 100-degree day doesn't happen until Friday.
Now, I would hope that the power companies would want to remain, guest relevant, but apparently not.
They're not. No, they're
Apparently
not guest
not.
relevant. No, they're definitely not.
Well,
I mean, this is Texas.
yeah.
This should not be happening here.
Well, Texas got some issues.
Yeah, they do.
Got a
That's
lot
for
of
sure.
issues here
We
in
do.
Texas.
Well, we talked to Jackie Daly about it last week or the week before. And it's a mess here, too.
Yes, it is. Really bad. Really bad. And they count on, the wind and they count on the solar.
When
you count on the wind and count on the solar, you end up with rolling blackouts.
So hold on.
Yeah, right.
If you didn't already know this, which state do you think I would be describing, right? You've got, we're counting on wind, and we're having rolling blackouts.
California.
We've got cops who won't engage a school shooter.
California.
We've got a drag show for little kids at a gay bar.
California.
Oh, no, but it's Texas.
Yeah. We have some issues.
3 for 3.
Don't we? We have some issues.
Yes, we do.
But hey, you know what, though? You just get an electric car, everything's fine. You don't have to worry about the gas prices.
Thank you.
Like Senator Debbie Stabenow. I mean, that's how you're going to get around
She
this.
drove right by gas station after gas station. She just didn't care. She didn't care.
Oh, this is so bad, dude.
Here she is talking about it.
I do have to say, just on the issue of gas prices, after waiting for a long time to have enough chips in this country to finally get my electric vehicle,
really?
I got it and drove it from Michigan to here this last weekend and went by every single gas station, and didn't matter how high it was. And so I'm looking forward to the opportunity for us to move to vehicles that aren't going to be dependent on the whims of the oil companies and the international market.
She has no idea.
You little people.
No idea.
And your gas guzzlers. What you need to do is get an electric vehicle like me.
Yeah, I just got a Tesla, and it only cost me $135,000. Why don't you get one?
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and get one? And by the way, how many Phillips did she have to get of a recharge?
Yeah.
Along the way.
Yeah, and how many coal-fire power plants did she pass along the way?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. There's the look at the coal plants in the United States of America. And now let's look at the route she took from Michigan to Washington, D.C. Look at all that stuff that powered her car along the way. Does she have any clue? No, not at all.
No, not at all.
No, she thinks it was magic. It was magic fairy dust that got her from Michigan to D.C. That's amazing.
These people
they're despicable.
Yeah.
They're absolutely despicable. Speaking of which,
okay,
Sarah Spain from ESPN.
Yeah.
You know where you love her.
She's terrific. She's on a show I can't stand. What is that show called on ESPN? It's I don't like it, whatever it is. And I really don't like her.
It's
It's Around the Horn.
Oh, is it?
I hate Around the Horn. I don't like that show. But she said that that the Tampa Bay Ray baseball players who refused to wear Pride Month rainbow patches on their uniforms were bigots, and they were bigoted toward LGBTQ people. And she said they're full of religious they're full of religious exemption BS.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So, So their religion doesn't matter at all. That's just BS. So it was during the Around the Horn segment, host Tony Reale read part of a statement from one of the players who decided against wearing the rainbow-colored patches, pitcher Jason Adam, who called it a faith-based decision. He said, so it's a hard decision because ultimately we all said what we want is them to know that all are welcome and loved here. But when we put it on our bodies, I think a lot of guys decided that it's just a lifestyle that maybe not that they look down on anybody or think differently. It's just that maybe we don't want to encourage it if we believe in Jesus, who encouraged us to live a lifestyle that would abstain from that behavior. Oh, no. How hateful. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Waiting for the bigotry there.
Yeah, I know. I know. But she said that religious exemption BS is used in sports and otherwise also allows for people to be denied health care. Really? Who's denied health care?
Seriously.
Who the hell is denied health care?
Because of their religious beliefs?
Jobs, apartments, children, prescriptions, all sorts of right. Really? People are denying prescriptions to somebody?
Wow.
Who?
I think we'd be on the front lines if gay people were being denied these basic services in America.
Yes, we would.
Good Lord. Shut up, lady.
We have to stop tiptoeing around it because we're trying to protect people who are trying to be bigoted from asking for them to be exempt from it when the very people that they're bigoted against are suffering the consequences, you say, trying to be bigoted. What?
What?
It doesn't even make sense. What the hell are you talking about?
Thanks for watching Around the Horn.
Please. I mean, the lifestyle thing is what apparently really got to her because they're born that way, I'm sure is what she's saying, which, they weren't actually commenting on that part, the 5 players. But it doesn't matter how or why you are what you are. These guys are not bigots just because they don't want to celebrate the way you have sex. Why would they have to? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So they ask not to celebrate it, not to embrace it, not to promote it, which is exactly what you're demanding that they do. And these despicable idiots like Sarah Spain are nothing but fascists.
Oh, yeah.
This is absolute fascism, completely intolerant of anyone else's point of view, and they're actually dangerous to our society. Every day we get closer and closer to the gayocracy, the sexigarchy that they are hell-bent to create. Plus, how about stick to sports, ESPN? How about just, tell me about the baseball game that just happened. Give me the highlights of a football game, basketball. I don't know. Is there something going on in the world of sports right now?
There's a
I
couple
think
things.
so, yeah.
A couple things going on in the world of sports, no question.
And maybe you could talk about that stuff.
And by the way, this is, technically talking about sports. We just don't need your around the horn opinion.
No, I'll tell you what, let's do. No, I've got it. Let's find the most obscure baseball player in the world and get a comment from them on this issue.
Oh, did we get that?
We sure did. Good. Yeah, a guy named Brian
it's Brian
Ruby.
Ruby. What do you mean obscure? Everybody knows Brian Ruby.
Oh, do they?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Tell me more.
He's an openly gay professional baseball player, Keith.
Okay.
Are you saying you don't know who Brian Ruby is?
I'm saying I don't know until this morning, about 10 minutes ago, who Brian Ruby was.
Well, he slammed the Tampa Bay Rays, just like Sarah Spain, after they refused to wear the decals, the LGBTQ decals, the rainbow stuff on their uniforms. Ruby called the decision a bad look for baseball, citing it as an example of why many players on Major League Baseball rosters remain in the closet. Mm-hmm. And he knows, I guess, that there are many in the closet.
He's not on a Major League Baseball roster.
Ruby, sharing his thoughts on the situation, said, a lot of guys just don't get that they've always had and will continue to have gay teammates. Such antiquated language and behavior actively hurts the team. It's hard enough to be gay in baseball, he said.
Well, that's not what the Rays players said.
Right.
At all.
Exactly.
Right, that's right.
They didn't say anything about being gay. They said we just choose on our own. Can we not be an individual as well and make our own decisions?
And that's the thing. No, they can't.
We cannot.
No, they can't because fascism. That's why.
Yep.
He further said, I wonder if Rays management would parrot their completely bogus message of supporting diversity and inclusivity in the organization if Rays players flat out refuse to wear number 42 on Jackie Robinson Day.
Wow.
You can't be serious that you're going to compare wearing the rainbow thing to blacks in baseball?
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
These people are so...
Just one difference. Gays, lesbians... No, lesbians... I mean, if there was a lesbian good enough to be a Major League Baseball player...
They'd hire her.
I'm sure they'd hire her.
Absolutely.
Show me the lesbian that can hit 400, and I'll show you a lesbian that could be on a Major League Baseball team.
Absolutely.
But they're not banning those people, anybody in the LGBTQ community, from being on baseball teams. Blacks were banned from the league.
I mean, that is
for decades.
Offensive,
That's
man.
Unbelievable. It's just sheer stupidity. And he revealed that he would be taking off the month of June to further explore other options for hitting the field this summer.
His team's letting him take the month of June off?
Yeah, because
30 bye days.
Yeah, his non-existent team is letting him take the month off.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, go find some other work. You know?
Wow.
That's great.
Maybe he'll be helping out Mika and Joe get that. They're going to take some time off to find that third hour.
Maybe.
So,
it's that third hour.
Get some input from Ruby.
Oh, man. I'm going to take the month of June off to explore my options. You are such a loser, man. Oh, God.
I've never heard of this guy.
No.
And he's not even an American minor league baseball. He's like an international player or something.
I don't know.
Where'd you dig this guy up? Good golly. Stop.
Seriously, that's weak right there. Hey, do me a favor. Get a gay baseball player to comment on this story. Any ideas, guys, here in the newsroom? Sports guys?
Where do we find a gay baseball player? Nobody.
Wasn't there that guy that played like in I don't know, some Venezuela grapefruit league guy? Because he was. I mean, I was looking him up. He's played internationally. That's it. That is it. Oh,
jeez.
Gosh.
He can't even make a baseball here?
No, he played for, I've already closed the tab here, but it was some little team in North Carolina, I think, for like 5 minutes, and then he's been playing internationally. I don't know.
That's great.
But let's get a quote from him, because he's relevant.
That's great.
That's yes,
awesome.
Thank
you.
That's great.
Yes, it is.
That's great.
All right, let me tell you about something that is great, and those are Raycon earbuds. I love me some Raycon earbuds. Been listening to Spotify a lot. You know, I don't know what I did before Spotify, and I certainly don't know what I did before Raycon earbuds, because I can't imagine life without them now. It's so great. When Jackie comes in and she's, reading a book to go to sleep, and I'm just not interested in reading a book to go to sleep. I want to listen to something, listen to music or whatever. Then you got the Raycon earbuds. You just stick them in there. They don't fall out. They're really comfortable. They've got a bunch of different gel, the gel fitting that fits into your ears, and a whole bunch of different sizes to fit anybody's ear. They're just fantastic. And the sound quality is great. Now, you could spend twice as much and get the same quality or even lesser quality, if you want to go with the Apple thing. And the dumb things that hang down to your chin or whatever.
I hate those.
They're bizarre looking. And they're not comfortable. These are. Check out Raycon's wireless earbuds. My guess is that you're going to want to leave them a 5-star review too. Give that a shot. Go to buyraycon.com/gray, buyraycon.com/gray today and get 15% off your Raycon order. And it's the already low prices and 15% off that. That's buyraycon.com/gray to score 15% off. Buyraycon.com/gray.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Okay, so who did Ruby play for? Ruby played for...
Okay, so I misspoke.
I mean, this is a huge...
Yeah, this is a...
outed ball player that everybody knows
and
about.
And please let me...
and he's taken on the Tampa Bay Ray players.
Right, we lead with our mistakes. I said he played 5 minutes for some team in North Carolina. So I was thinking like Winston-Salem or whatever when I saw something. No, it was the Salem-Kaiser Volcanoes. That's in Oregon. Excuse me.
Oh, Salem, Oregon.
Okay. Salem, Oregon. Salem-Kaiser.
Uh-huh.
And he played for the single A team there of the Giants for like 5 minutes.
Brian Ruby played for the Salem Kaiser.
And then internationally, where do you
Giants.
play? Do you go to Japan? Do you go? Where do you play? I don't know. I'm asking.
Well, you could go to Mexico. You could go to Venezuela.
Yeah, I'm trying. I can't find that tab that showed all these places. I just remember Venezuela was on there, and then I think maybe there was a European something. I don't know.
Because when you think, you know what, I want to play baseball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you think to yourself, where can I play professional baseball?
Right.
Venezuela rolls right off the tongue.
It does, doesn't it?
I mean,
there's a lot of good baseball players from Venezuela.
Sure, yeah. Half of them are on the Braves.
Really?
World champion Atlanta Braves. That's right. So, but this shows how pathetic an agenda-driven sports entity like ESPN is. And USA Today, I think, who was the one that chased him down for this. Let's find someone who doesn't like this, who is gay. Mm-hmm. And who do you got? I got a guy who played a single A level ball.
Brian Ruby. There's Brian Ruby.
Brian Ruby.
I think he had like 6 at bats. So let's get that guy on. I mean, just pathetic.
What does Brian Ruby think about it? Give him a call. Brian Ruby.
I don't know if you'll be able to reach him. I don't know if the phone lines are open in Venezuela.
Yeah,
he's going to take a month off to reassess his, I guess, life goals.
Good.
I don't know. But that just shows
How dare you just go after these guys because they don't want to promote your thing. Why do they have to?
I thought it was okay in the name of diversity.
Yeah, I thought we had some freedom of choice in this country. Like I can choose whether or not I want to support your organization and support the things you do in your life and the sex you have. You're supporting it. Why do I have to? It's unbelievable to me. I don't understand it. Because, again, if it were Christians asking you to wear a cross, there is no way that would be okay. There's no way. How many people would have a fit over that? They'd be screaming and yelling. How dare you ask people to wear a cross? They'd be protesting
in front of the stadiums.
Yep, they would. They would. Hey, you know what? It's around Christmas time. Why don't you put a wreath on your lapel? Would you do that to support Christmas?
That's an endorsement of religion.
Yeah, they would not do it. They wouldn't do it. Not for a second. And are they bigots when they don't do it? No, nobody calls them bigots. It's amazing that the LGBTQIA2+ community gets to have their cake and eat it too. So it's amazing because nobody else gets that. At least Christians don't. Look at this legislative idea in California. After a Texas legislator wrote up a bill to ban children at drag queen shows, which has been going on so much and is so asinine, so harmful. California State Senator Scott Wiener tweeted out, hey, this guy just gave me a bill idea.
Oh, boy.
Offering Drag Queen 101 as part of the K through 12 curriculum. Attending a drag queen story time will satisfy the requirement.
So he wants this to be a requirement in California schools that kids go to some drag event. Wow, right. California, you are
unbelievable.
And this is a family member from the Wiener family? Is that correct?
I don't know.
I don't know that there's a relation there to Anthony. I don't know.
I mean, that's asking a question. I don't know if there's.
Yeah, we should look into that.
Second cousin, twice.
It doesn't say, so I don't know. So perhaps not, but.
And he is an openly gay lawmaker.
Oh, okay.
There in California, and he wants this to be required now. So that'll be interesting to see the direction this goes.
But again, they're not coming for our children. That song was just that was for fun. Come on, that was for fun. Yeah, you guys got all worked up over that. We were just kidding around. We're not coming for your children. Of course we are.
No, we are.
We're just going to say we're not. But we're not coming for your children. That was just a joke to get you all riled up. It worked, too, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it
Gotcha.
did. You bet your ass it did.
Pat Gray.
We are a democracy.
Democracy. We're democracy.
We're democracy.
I wonder what Pat Gray thinks about that.
We're not a democracy.
Now back to Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze.
Got some tweets here from Pat's Factory. Both factories with 2 Y's. Not promoting your insane worldview is not the same as saying you can't have that worldview. That's the fundamental difference between the right and the left. The left will not allow anyone to have a different opinion. Comply or die.
Yep.
So true. Keith's missing digit tweets. First of all, do we really believe Debbie Stabenow drove from Michigan to D.C. herself? How about no?
Right.
From Hogasm, we need more electric cars, but meanwhile, rolling blackouts. So true.
Yep.
Chicken Too Tasty gets rid of extra inventory. That means you go ahead and loot Target and we won't care. Free exercise. Writes or tweets, really, Sarah Spain, since when has the LGBTQ community tiptoed around any issue? Yeah, they really have not.
No, they have not.
That's
Zero.
Never happened. Meanwhile, it's time again.
Wow.
When you get stuck between the moon and New York City, your name is Jeffy. That much is true. When you get stuck between the moon and New York City, best that you can do, best that you can do is chew the fat.
Wow. Thank you.
Jeffy, he does as he pleases. Oh, and then it abruptly cuts off. It's really weird.
Place to end the song.
Rolling blackouts.
Yeah.
It cuts off. Yeah,
Right.
there's no
That's
power.
exactly what
Sorry.
happened. Right just before we get to chewing the fat, though, we got this tweet in from Patriot of Lost USA. Mm-hmm. It's a huge, weird land shape here.
Okay.
Remind you of anyone?
Oh, wow. That is an interesting lake.
It does remind me of someone.
Does it?
Yeah.
A lot of great comments
Weird,
from
huh?
fatheads. Let's see here. I'm with Puddin says, explains how he got stuck between the moon and New York City. Let's see. Z-15 design. Jeffy entered the Earth's atmosphere at hypersonic speed. I mean, these go on and on.
It's funny,
oh,
right?
Wait, hold on.
It's funny, right?
Hold on.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
this
it
one
is.
from Russell Writings. He says, now we know why Jeffy won't divulge his age. He was never born. He fell to Earth from heaven.
Oh,
Thank
isn't that
you.
nice? That's nice.
Thank you.
That's nice.
No. I think God kicked him out, Pat. I think that's what they're saying.
Last week during this very segment, I warned everyone that it was day one of hurricane season 2022. And then last weekend, we had the season's first named storm, Tropical Storm Alex, drenching South Florida. Now, no word if the fishes were swimming in the streets, but we did see evidence of other items swimming in the street from South Florida.
Did we?
What's this?
And it looked a little something
Something like,
Something like.
like this.
a little something like this.
Like that. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
That is awesome.
So,
How does that happen?
it's a good rule of thumb to tie down all items during storm season.
Also, I mean, you're seeing fish swim in the street again, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's possible.
Al Gore warned us about this.
Sure did.
Didn't he?
Oh, no.
I'll never forget
Oh, no.
that incredible warning when he said a little something like this. Someone told me long ago our ethic values have got to go. I know. Climate change is killing us. Now, Greenland's melting, as I've said. Pretty soon we'll all be dead. It's true. And there is consensus. I want to know, have you ever seen the fish? I want to know, have you ever seen the fish swim down your streets on a sunny day? As I've said right here before,
Go brown out on this.
the sun is cold, CO2 is hot. I know. It drives up our temperatures. So, a carbon tax is what we need. ExxonMobil just needs to bleed. Are you a climate denier, I wonder? Here's the thing. I want to know, have you ever seen the fish? I want to know, have you ever seen the fish swim down your street on a sunny day? I want to know, have you ever seen the fish? Hang in there, Jeffy. It's about over. I want to know.
No brown out on this song.
Have you ever seen the fish swim down your street on a sunny day?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't know
There
many
it
other
is.
songs with
Thank
the
you.
word consensus in it, but
It's not many.
you did it.
Fantastic. Good news coming from Wendy's. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm a Wendy's Frosty fan. I know.
Can't tell.
I know.
Cannot
That
tell.
really surprises
I
me.
didn't see that coming.
Really?
And the news includes you Wendy's salad fans as well. And who doesn't love the new Wendy's salad? They're offering a new strawberry
Is there a
flavored
new
Frosty.
salad
and
at
there's
Wendy's?
a new summer strawberry chicken salad
Oh, that sounds
from
good.
Wendy's.
Oh, that sounds really good.
So, of
Might
course,
try that today.
the chocolate will still be available, but no more vanilla because they're going to have the strawberry in place of the vanilla Frosty. But personally, I mean, what flavor? I mean, there is, as far as I'm concerned, there is no other flavor.
Well, everything else is bougie, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you. Everything else
Is
is
there a
really
glut
bougie.
of strawberries
Thank you.
right now?
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, they're using it for.
We've had a recall on some of them, so not a glut on all of them.
I'm guessing Wendy's Frosties are not actually ice cream. They're not actually
Not
ice cream,
strawberries.
and there's probably no actual
Oh.
strawberries in
Don't
them. That would-
ruin my world.
I mean, it's just
So
that's artificially flavored. But yeah,
So?
what? So what? I'm still eating it.
Thank
If
you.
you put it in front of me, I'm going to eat it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
And the shelves aren't empty enough. Walmart has stopped selling Chowka coconut milk because of the forced monkey labor
You
allegations.
told us about that.
What?
Yes,
What
Tracy.
was the thing there?
Well, the
I'm
forced
not familiar with
monkey allegations, the forced labor. They were chaining the
Oh,
monkeys
the
to
forced
the coconut
monkey
trees.
labor. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you know them, you love them. PETA, their executive vice president Tracy Ryman. The coconut trade uses social monkeys as chained up coconut picking machines,
Those
depriving
bastards.
them of any opportunity to
No.
eat, play,
Don't say
or
that.
spend time with their families.
If the monkeys can't play, I'm just gonna break down and weep.
So, I mean, PETA's
I'm gonna
been
weep
lobbying to get rid of the chow cow, and Walmart has joined more than 26,000 stores now, including Wegmans,
Seriously?
Costco, Food Lion, Stop and Shop, Target, all cut ties with the
Look
brand.
at the monkeys
These are the,
picketing.
these are the picketers in Thailand to stop them.
Great.
So now, thanks to PETA, though, monkeys in Thailand can be captured and shipped off to zoos all around the world. So I mean,
good.
no one supports zoos more than me.
Yeah.
So why don't they
come
just
on
have
now.
people pick the stuff, and then they wouldn't be in
Because it's
trouble here?
difficult. It's difficult for the people to get up the coconut trees.
We've got
the
something
monkeys-
called I don't know, lifts.
Yeah, not in Thailand though.
They don't have any lifts
Plus
in
the monkeys,
Thailand?
you put a chain on them so they don't fall.
Right.
It's not like you put a chain on them to make them stay there like a
And you don't have to pay them. Maybe a banana from time to time.
When we've seen
Yes.
these monkeys,
Yes.
they go to these city streets and kidnap kids.
Oh,
they
yeah.
rove
I mean, the
around
monkey-
in gangs. You got to keep them off the streets.
The
give
ones
them jobs.
that aren't chained down. Heck
Right.
yeah, they're attacking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, thank
Be
you.
productive members of society instead of punks in the street.
Thank you.
So, I mean, we can look forward to seeing the unchained Thailand monkeys in zoos all over the country and the world.
Sure.
And I know I'm looking forward to
he
it.
doesn't sound sold on it.
Hey, what?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's sold
What?
on your
Me?
work
No,
program
I'm
here
totally-
for monkeys.
That's because
Totally
you don't
sold.
support zoos as much as I do.
No, I don't.
That's clear.
I don't.
Okay.
No, nobody supports zoos as much as you do.
I mean, hello. Chewing the Fat is one of the biggest supporters of zoos around the world.
You're right.
And, you
I
can
know.
subscribe to Chewing the Fat, by the way. Available at any place you want to listen to podcasts. Subscribe to Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher. Those of you that are subscribed to Chewing the Fat already know that I am considering running for Pope again. The Italian and Catholic media have been speculating whether the 85-year-old Pope Francis was going to be retiring.
Get
He's
out.
experiencing mobility problems that have become, more visible. He's been in a wheelchair the last month, and rumors of his pending resignation intensified because they announced they created some new 21 new cardinals. 16 of them are under the age of 80. Which
I love that line. I saw that too in the
I
story.
know.
There are 16 of them are under the age of
But
80.
that's because if you're under 80, you get to vote.
Wow.
You get to vote for the new pope.
If you're under 80?
under 80, you get to vote. Right.
Oh,
So they want
okay.
as many as they can to vote for the new pope.
So
now I ran for pope back
Yeah.
in 05.
How'd you do?
Well, I didn't.
You didn't
win.
get the puff of
No,
smoke. That's too bad.
Benedict
Dang
XVI beat me out.
So-
Shoot.
And when Benedict stepped down, I didn't have time to create a campaign,
Oh,
and they gave it to
shoot.
Francis.
Wow.
So
That was
Now, is this-
premature.
I'm thinking about running for this pope again. I'm going
All
to
right, you
start a
should.
campaign.
are these elevating of these guys? Is this him stacking the deck? I read of guys that think like him.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
And maybe
Yeah.
that
he is.
explains, the skipping over the guy that didn't give communion to Pelosi.
Right.
Very
San
possible.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Yes. And so he's not a cardinal, so he has no vote.
Is Joe Tobin getting to vote?
Yeah. Joe's one of the
Of
big
Newark?
boys over there now. I mean, he's
Yeah.
big shot over there. He might have a shot.
Wow. That would be fun if
Tobin
Joe
for
Tobin was
Pope
the
campaign.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
No, I want to be pope. I don't
Okay.
want Tobin to be pope.
And you don't have. Do you have to be Catholic to be Pope?
He don't start bogging me down with facts. Okay? Anybody can anybody can be pope.
Oh, all right.
I mean, there's supposed to be a
So it's like
practice.
Speaker of the House.
You're supposed to be a practicing Catholic, and I was practicing back in 05. So I mean, you're
right.
supposed to be practicing, and now they've changed a few things, so they make you believe that you're supposed to be a cardinal.
Yeah.
You believe that you're
I think you have to. I think the law says you have to be a bishop to be.
You may want to brush
even
up
be
on this
considered,
knowledge.
but but it's only been cardinals that have been elected pope for
Forever.
a long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've got a name and everything.
Oh yeah,
You
what
gotta
is
know
it?
what's your name going to be?
Pope Jeffy Obesius Fatimus XXX.
That's brilliant.
What do you think?
I like it. I like it.
I don't know. It's just me.
That alone should get you the Pope
I
ship.
think so too. I think so, too.
Popehood, Pope ship, which is
Specius Maximus.
Fatimus.
Fatimus. Maximus Fatimus.
that's good.
Obesius Fatimus XXX.
I love that, Jeff.
We had climate change protesters show up at the French Open this past weekend. They're starting to win me over.
Why are they at the French
They are
Open?
starting to win me over. The men's semifinal clash between Rudd and Silic halted for 15 minutes after an environmental activist entered the court and chained herself to the net. 22-year-old LZ stepped onto the tennis court during the semifinal to draw attention to the climate emergency and the demand for the last renovation campaign. And
I can't take these people. I can't take it.
less than 3 years left to determine the future of humanity.
There's less than 3 years now?
The countdown
Really?
began.
Oh,
Her
wow.
shirt says 128 days left.
So wait, when we
And this is
No, it says 1,028.
1,028 days left.
When we
This
pass
is
that.
for their, the future. The name of the group. What did I say it was? Their stupid last renovation campaign. And their website has the countdown every day on it. So we're like at, I don't know, 1,024.
And where are they getting this science that we have 3 years left?
They believe that this came from a UN report.
No, it did not. No, it didn't.
So wait. When we pass that 1,028 marker and it's too late, will they shut up?
Yeah, well, it'd be nice.
Be like, sorry, it's too late. So don't even bother protesting now.
I thought it was like I thought one of two things when I first saw her chained to the net. I wanted so bad to just have them play on.
Yeah. And if a ball happens to hit her in the head, sorry, you shouldn't have been there.
Drill her with the 90-mile-an-hour serve. Sorry.
A lot faster than that.
Oh, sorry.
You know, our friend Riley Opelka serves at, I think, 140 plus miles an hour.
There you go.
140 miles an hour.
Sorry.
Of course, he's 6'9" or 6'10".
He's
gigantic.
Yes.
And he's ranked in the top 20 in the world now.
He's getting there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Michael Pelka's
Make a little bit of cash. Yeah. And Rafael Nadal won the French Open, by the way, just as a side note.
Of course he did.
I was
But I
for
thought
the
either
protest.
it would have been fun to see her get drilled by a couple of serves.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been there, stupid.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Our bad.
You might want to
I didn't
unchain
realize
yourself.
you were there.
You might want to unchain yourself.
Maybe you should move. Get off the court. You wouldn't get hurt.
Or it was just an ad for the lottery, right? I mean, you show her chained to the net with 1,028 days left, and then she'd feel different if she won the lottery. That's a good ad for the lottery. But just saying. Quick sports news. Looks like the Denver Broncos are going to sell for $4.5 billion.
That's the most expensive franchise.
That's correct.
Ever, right?
Yeah, the Nets sold for $2,035.
Ain't nothing
In 2019.
in New York worth that.
Wow, $4.5 billion for the
billion.
Denver Broncos?
I know. Walmart heir Rob Walton looks like he's going to purchase.
What are the
Denver
Cowboys
Broncos.
worth then? Holy cow.
I know.
Jeez.
I know.
That's
And
amazing.
I'll leave you with a joke. We got time for
All
one
right.
quick joke. A new poll from Harvard University shows Florida Governor Ron DeSantis losing to Vice President Kamala Harris in a hypothetical head-to-head matchup for the presidential race. Oh, it kills me. That kills me. That kills me.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Anybody watching Yellowstone? Of course, it's not current right now, but hugely popular.
Seriously, is that a serious question to me?
Yeah, but you've already watched it.
Oh,
right?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. When's the next season?
Starts later this year.
Does it?
Yeah. They're filming right now as we speak.
It's the hottest show on television, and it is apparently contributing to a huge population increase right now in Montana.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
They're not
because
happy
people are
about it.
seeing the incredible scenery when they shoot
because
these
everybody's going to
vistas.
move to Montana and live on a 100,000-acre ranch.
Right. Yes.
I got some
Cattle I'm driving to the town.
Right. I mean, everyone. That's what that happens for everyone.
So it's filmed on location in Montana, much of it in Montana, some of it in Utah.
Yeah.
When you're watching these scenes, a pretty good rule of thumb is if the mountains have trees, it's Montana. If they don't have trees, it's Utah. But this tells the story of a modern-day ranch owner, John Dutton, played by Kevin Costner, and his family dynasty.
Oh, it's awesome.
And from what I understand, the show makes Montana look like Chicago gangland circa 1920, 1923.
Bad, but I mean,
Come on,
it's
it is.
America. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think there's been more murders on this show in how many seasons than in the history of Montana.
Seasons. Oh, I doubt that very much. I mean,
well, except for Helena, of course, on the Main Street.
Most of the bodies that get taken care of from the Dutton Ranch, they take those off and throw them off the cliff into I forget what it's called. There's an area where these states meet. That there's no law.
Montana and Wyoming.
That there's no law.
Yeah.
So they throw the dead bodies off the cliff there. So there's no law. They don't have to worry about it.
Is that a real place?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
No, it is. America was built on dead bodies. Shut up.
You can quote me on that.
All right.
Well, okay, so Montana, rapidly growing. Gee,
Yes.
Who said that real recently and was mocked for that, saying that it's going to be trouble up there with all these new people moving in?
I don't know.
You don't
Were
know?
you mocked for
Okay,
that?
you know.
I don't remember that, but if you're accusing me of mocking you, that's really hard.
It's
to
mostly
believe.
directed
It's
at Jeffy.
directed at me because first of all, let's be honest.
Here we go.
When the people of Montana are talking about a population boom, does that mean like 5 people moved in? Okay, so let's
Well, it's up to 1.1 million people now.
yeah, okay.
When I lived there, it was 700,000. 750 maybe. But I mean, that's a long time
The
ago.
secret's out, y'all.
The secret is out. And the townsfolk are a little upset with the film crews and stuff because when they film in town, they close off streets and the businesses are like, well, nobody can get to our business. Well, it's tough.
Well, they're also a little pissed off at the traffic congestion from the new people. They don't like the traffic.
Yeah, those extra 5 cars.
It's
boy.
raised.
Oof.
It's raised the price of buying a house through the roof in Montana, like it is everywhere else now. But really, it's gotten quite expensive in Montana, and they're not very happy about it. But the fly fishing industry apparently has grown 60%, and they're going to have some benefits, and there's going to be some negatives as well. You're just going to have to deal with it, or tell them, "I'm sorry, you can't film here, and we don't want your money. Okay, take your money somewhere else. Take it back to Utah."
So I mean, the show is doing exactly what they claim shows do for places.
Yeah,
right. They create a buzz about the place that they're filming at.
Yeah,
and people come there. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So I mean, the tax benefits are real.
Yes, and it is pretty beautiful. When people see that, they're like, "Oh yeah, I want to live there." Okay, well, what are you going to do when you get there, though?
Yeah,
you going to be able to make a living?
I'm going to make flies.
So to your point here on that story there, Pathead Orem Rio reached out to me after that show where I was talking about Missoula, Montana, and its popularity. He says, and he lives up there. He says, in just 2 years, median house prices went from $300,000 to well over $500,000. Let's see. My hometown.
Median price in Bozeman, if I could interject this.
Sure.
Median price in Bozeman went from $500 to $750.
Yeah.
$750,000 for an average price in Bozeman, Montana?
Rough.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the same all over America, though. House prices have gone, dramatically through the roof.
Yeah, they have.
Texas, California, Washington license plates all over the place. Most Montanans can't even afford to buy a home or rent here now. Even Pat's hometown of Helena.
Well, you don't want none of that.
Changing dramatically.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want none of that.
It's changing though. He said it's changing dramatically.
With
Maybe they're cleaning up
the influx of a half a dozen people, they're going to clean up the streets in Helena.
Yeah. You get another 6 people in there, man. It's going to change the town forever.
Yep. Actually, the Helena metropolitan area is now up to about 80,000 people.
Hello.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
it's booming.
Hello.
It's
Think how much
out
it
of
would have
control.
been if they'd have cleaned those streets up before.
I know. I know. Well, the White House now has paraded out Matthew McConaughey, and this is going to change everybody's mind. Well, Matthew says we need gun control. Oh, okay. All right.
He's
right.
Terrible yesterday.
Oh, and people are calling it the greatest speech ever given by an actor.
Terrible.
Yeah, I thought so too.
It was just. I
thought it was embarrassing.
I felt like he was doing a first-time table read of a show. It was terrible.
Good observation. Yes.
It was terrible.
It was terrible. He said we got a chance for right now to reach for and grasp a higher ground above our political affiliations. A chance to make a choice that does more than protect your party. A chance to make a choice that protects our country now and for the next generation.
And that's better than he said it. It was terrible. I couldn't believe it.
Plus, pushing and promoting gun control while saying that you're not pushing and promoting gun control is still gun control.
Thank you.
I don't care if you're Matthew McConaughey or Joe Biden. Doesn't matter to me. Don't try to jam gun control down our throats. Using platitudes like common sense reform and claiming that you love the Second Amendment. That doesn't change the fact that you're actually trying to set fire to the Second Amendment.
And just because we don't want that gun control doesn't mean we aren't sad.
Right.
And,
yes, that's very true.
Happy that this horrific event happened.
Yeah, and all the stories you tell about the kids. I mean, I know we're all brokenhearted
and
about it.
He brought the props with the tennis shoes and the whole thing. Yeah, it was god awful. I couldn't take it.
His wife had the tennis shoes of one of the victims.
Yeah. That's how they had to identify.
I thought it was inappropriate. I thought it was way over the top and unnecessary. And still nobody cares. I was reading an article over the weekend. So this is old data. It's probably way beyond this now. Chicago's murder rate is actually down so far this year.
Oh.
There's only been 1,184 people shot in the city so far this year.
Wow.
Only 1,180.
We're getting a grip
and about
of it.
300 of them have been killed. So they're on pace for only around 650 people being murdered this year.
Yeah.
Not even going to hit 1,000.
That's called attrition.
Yeah,
I think
there are just less people to die.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think that's what's happening.
I think you're right.
That's
And they don't
true.
care about any of that. Why aren't we talking about any of that? In a place where there's so much gun control, it's unconstitutional what they're doing in Chicago. And we never hear about that. Okay, the gun control's not working. In Chicago, it's not working. In D.C., it's not working in Baltimore and New Orleans and Philadelphia. How many people got shot last weekend in Philly? A bunch.
Yeah.
It doesn't fix the problem.
No, I appreciated Nate Fisher on Twitter had a long thread on gun control and how the ones that would be following the new laws would be Republicans predominantly, and those out in the suburbs, and those that would be ignoring them would be leftists, Democrat base voters, mobs that the left uses to further their agenda.
Felons.
Right, and so they would show up with Molotov cocktails and weapons that aren't covered by these new laws, and you'd basically be disarming conservatives. And he just lays out this whole what's going to end up happening, and it's a terrible picture, and you don't want shall not be infringed. How you can't say it too often, or how loud. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I like this. Oh, here's a good tweet here from Zeke Arkham. Read that one. That's fun.
I'm not going to cut off my own pants in order to stop other rapes or
hand unit.
The same thing.
Oh, my own pants, my own penis.
Take two.
I just have an aversion to the word penis on here. I'm not going to cut off my own wiener in order to stop other rapes. Okay. I'm not going to give up my own car to stop others drunk driving. I'm not going to keep my own hands in my pockets to stop other assaults. And I'm not going to give up my own guns because others commit murders.
Thank you. That's pretty.
There's some common sense.
Yep.
Stick that common sense, where you live.
But seriously.
Or in your pipe.
Or in your pipe.
Yeah. Our side can't say it enough. Shall not be infringed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the end of the debate right there. That's our consensus, Al.
I mean, Biden keeps saying, the Second Amendment's not absolute. No, it really is. It really is. It's as absolute as it gets.
Yeah.
Shall not be infringed is pretty plain, pretty clear, pretty concise.
Yeah, and also to your point on Joe Biden getting it wrong, I mean, we have proof from several pad heads. The deer are actually wearing Kevlar, as you can see.
Oh, my gosh.
So you actually
he's wrong.
Yeah.
So we you do have to shoot him multiple times to get through that Kevlar.
Look at that. Like the deer's
unless you can hit him in the head.
Right,
obviously, they don't have the Kevlar in there.
Yeah, but you don't want to
spoils the
exactly. You don't want to ruin the mounting above the fireplace.
The whole thing.
So I mean, another thing Joe Biden got wrong, but that deer is pretty confident right now. Got that Kevlar vest on, looking at you like, "What? Come at me."
Okay. What are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do with your
you
9
talking
millimeter?
to me or what?
That must be that's a Montana deer.
Yeah.
Good stuff, y'all.
For gosh sakes, the deer aren't wearing Kevlar vests. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Wrong
There's
again,
the
Joseph.
proof. He lies about everything he says, including the Kevlar on the deer. Man. All right. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Something that's just kind of fun rather than, showing how dire our situation is right now. This was tweeted out from Curiosity. The aurora borealis at Saturn captured by the Hubble Space Telescope.
Yeah, that's
Look at
cool.
this.
That is awesome.
Look how cool that is.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I just
Look at
love
that. I've never seen that before.
And that's our old school telescope doing that, right? That's not even the Webb thing.
It's the Hubble, yeah. Yeah, the Webb thing is out 1 million miles from Earth. So you would think you get some pretty clear shots of places like Saturn, but I don't know. That's really cool right there.
And so the Hubble just circles Earth, huh?
Yeah.
I just learned that this morning. I thought it was just floating around in space. I didn't know it was right here.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. I'm dumb.
Yeah, you are.
So.
But at least you admit it, and that's half the problem right there.
That's the problem right there, yeah. So there you go. That's a cool shot from Saturn.
Also, a next-generation spacesuit has been unveiled by NASA for future ISS and Artemis missions.
Yeah.
The suits will be provided by Axiom Space, private space infrastructure developer.
Oh, finally getting some new suits that don't fill up with water, huh?
Right. In partnership with Collins Aerospace. Collins officials said that they were going for a modern and sportier vibe. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, because the other one looks a little big and clunky, doesn't it?
It sure does.
A lot of room for sponsorship patches, too, I see.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We can add those later.
Yeah. And what do you want to bet? There'll be a lot of sponsor patches on there. Yeah,
Oh,
just
gosh.
like NASCAR.
I was kidding.
Why
But
not?
no, you're right. Yeah,
That's fine.
I'm with you. Why not?
The cosmonaut wear will also be designed to accommodate diverse body types. Specifically, women from the 5th percentile for size and men in the 95th percentile. Wait, the cosmonaut? You mean astronaut? Because cosmonauts are Russians.
What is that?
That's again another screw up.
Did that
in another
story-
story?
This is a NASA suit story, and they're calling them
talking
cosmonauts?
It's astronauts.
Oh, no.
Dummies.
Oh, no. No, come on.
How many times have we talked about this?
I know.
Are they,
At least once a week, we talk about the mistakes in these articles.
do we want to make sure, are they designing suits for both Russia and the U.S.? Or no?
I don't think so. They don't say anything
No,
about
they specifically talked about men and women.
Yeah.
Because we have
men and women,
Yeah.
but women aren't cosmonauts.
No.
They're astronauts too.
Yeah.
When we get to the moon, we'll have our first person of color and our first woman that will be wearers and users of these suits in space. How do you know? Have they already chosen the people who are going to the moon?
Yeah. A couple they have.
Have they really?
I think so. Yeah, a couple they have.
So we're going to have our first person of color. That's really important. And our first woman, which is equally important.
Hello.
Is it equal or not? I don't know.
So
I'm not sure.
we have
Maybe
no
one is a
idea-
little bit more important than the other. I'm not sure which.
We have no idea if they're going to be the
Person
most
of color.
qualified.
Person of
we
color.
just
No,
know
but
that
we
we're
know
gonna
there'll be a person of color
I
and a
see.
woman. So that's good. Will there be a trans?
That's all you need to know.
Will there
Will
be
there
a
be a
trans person? I don't know. They didn't say.
The next
I
flight.
hope so.
The next flight, not this one.
Okay, not the first one. Because
They have to-
that's really important,
Well,
too. That might be the most important of all, is the trans person.
They're working on that suit as we speak.
Okay. Although, will they accuse us of trying to get the trans person off the planet when we send them to the
For
moon?
it?
Yeah. You're just trying to get rid of the trans people. No. No, we're not.
You can't win.
We're not
I
doing
mean,
that.
we're only putting
So-
one
so
on
hold
the
on.
flight.
I've got a question. When this is the year 2022, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And these suits become when are they going to be ready?
2034.
What is happening? How does
2034.
Yeah,
We're
it's
supposed to
really
go to the moon by 28, are we? 26?
Yeah, sure, but what
We'll
we
borrow
complained.
some from Elon. We'll be fine.
We complained that it took 11 years to build back World Trade Center into the Freedom Tower, right? It was
Yeah.
11 years. Is that right?
Yeah.
2014, I think they opened it. Or so 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord, Keith. 13
Crazy.
years, right? It's taken basically that long to design suits now. What is the timeline in America for doing stuff? I mean, this
We
is
got supply chain issues.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's
We
going to
gotta
push
wait
it way
for the
back.
fabric
Gonna
from,
push it back a little bit.
Well, they went to Target. All they could find was the winter stuff. They didn't have time to get it together. They're waiting for the new
Why
line.
does it take freaking 13 years to
I don't know,
build
man.
a suit
I don't
to
know.
sew it together? I mean,
They called this a critical part of advancing human exploration in space and demonstrating continued American leadership. We don't even have a vehicle to get into space. Oh, American leadership. Shut up. They flushed that down the toilet a long time ago. Really, with the space shuttle program, flushed it right down the toilet, and then we're all of a sudden space hitchhikers. We gotta catch a ride with the Russians to get up to the space station. It's asinine.
Well, I mean, we have SpaceX now. Right?
We do have SpaceX now.
Thank goodness.
Yes, but NASA has nothing. They have no vehicle.
And this administration, President Joseph Robinette Biden, keeps slamming Elon. And Elon's like, hello, we're working together on this whole moon thing.
Good luck going to Mars.
Good luck going to the moon. No, it would have been the line would have been Mars, but he said moon.
Oh, so he screwed that up.
Yes, Biden again screwed up.
Go, you know the thing.
Yeah, his line that he said where they were asking him about that, he said, "Going Elon, good luck going to the moon." Ugh. But the line really should have been, "Good luck going to Mars."
I see.
Because the moon thing is a government deal with Elon. And it's just stupid.
Biden
it is
continuing to suck.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what it is, man.
Speaking of which, throughout the whole world, the leading cause of death is abortion because these people are so stupid and they can't get their heads out of their rectal cavities. In the United States, murder has become a wholesale business since Roe v. Wade. Now, a lot of people think that overturning Roe v. Wade, as the Supreme Court may have done, ends abortion. That is not the case. It just goes back to the states, and the states decide what they're going to do with it. So there's still going to be a need to fight for the life of these babies. That's why Preborn and Blaze Media are partnered to help rescue 50,000 babies from abortion in 2022. Preborn is the direct competition for Planned Parenthood, which, as you know, is an abortion mill. But what Preborn does is show women who are expecting a baby and considering abortion, they show them the ultrasound, and that makes a difference, huge difference. 80% of the time they choose life after seeing it. $28 will pay for that ultrasound for that woman. And then once the woman does choose life, then Preborn goes into action to provide maternity and baby clothes and diapers and car seats and all kinds of things, counseling, whatever the woman needs, and they provide that free of charge. So that's why they could really use your help. If you can afford $28, that buys an ultrasound. $140 buys 5. Will you help rescue babies' lives with us this year? To donate, dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Pat.
Pat Gray is here.
Wait, the Department of Homeland Security is suggesting that there's a threat risk of mass casualties if Roe v. Wade is overturned. What? Wait, I thought, so are white supremacists going to be hurting people when Roe v. Wade is overturned? Is that what's going to happen?
That's still on the list.
Is that what it is? It's the freaking white supremacists who are going to come out because they're pissed that they can't have abortions.
Okay, curveball. There will be less mass casualties if Roe v. Wade is overturned.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, they just released a list, right? The threat list, the threat level risk. Yesterday, I thought that was part. Obviously, that was part of it. But there was a list of things that we're supposed to be scared of in the coming months. That were on high
large gatherings, stuff like that. Yeah. Yep,
Hmm.
that was their warning shot.
I mean,
don't you love this government?
Yeah, I do. I love this administration. Tell you that.
How different would the country be, negative or positive? I'm just throwing this out there. Without the federal government, if we just said no, there's no federal government, it's just states left to do their own thing, would our life be better or worse at this point?
It's a good question,
Jeffy.
I would guess better.
Would you?
Depends on where you live, I guess, right?
I wasn't going to be as radical as to say, that we don't have the federal government. My question would have been, what if Donald Trump had won? Would things be better, worse, or about the same? And we all know the answer to that.
We sure do.
We all know the answer.
Everyone knows the
much
answer.
Better,
right?
Much Much better.
Globally.
Yeah.
Let alone
Globally,
the
he's
United States of America.
In fact, I would hazard a guess that Russia would not have invaded Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, would North Korea, would they be testing
No.
missiles right now?
No, they would not.
No? Okay.
No, they would not.
How about inflation? Where would that be right now?
0%.
Gas prices. Where
Maybe
would that
1%.
be right now? Seriously, you need to look at the news of the day.
Yeah.
Every single story that you hear,
Right.
just ask yourself, would this be happening if
Did it
Donald
happen
Trump were
when he
president?
was in office? No.
No.
So there's no indication that it would happen when he was stayed in office.
Okay.
Huh.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, would this be
It's
hing
interesting.
if
It's
Donald Trump
interesting.
were president?
It is
Every story
interesting.
you see, would this be happening?
Right.
Would we be? Here's a fun fact: our longest running conflict right now is Somalia. Trump was taking our soldiers out of Somalia.
He took us out of
and
Africa.
Biden is throwing them back in there.
Yeah.
It's our longest ever conflict.
Holy cow.
I have another fun fact with that story
All right.
too, but I know we're
We'll get to
wrapping
that in just a moment.
Pat Gray. Pat Gray returns on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. You know what's coming up is Father's Day. Might want to have that in mind momentarily because you might want to, I don't know, get something for your dad. It's possible. Your husband, your brother. I don't know. Father's Day is a week from Sunday, and you could get your dad the greatest cookies that have ever existed on this planet.
Nice.
And save 10% in the process. Or all 10%. We're having a 10% off right now at KXE.com. And we got these new flavors.
Is the manager out of town or something?
Manager's out of town. And so we've gone crazy. Stark raving mad. And we have the new flavors like key lime pie.
Oh, yeah.
Lemon. There's this chocolate orange cookie. Oh, so good. Snickerdoodle. The salted caramel is back, which has always been my favorite. So you can check all that out and have some delicious cookies, or just get them for yourself.
So that's KXE.com.
KXE.com.
The official cookie at the Mike Show.
Right, which features, if I'm not mistaken, somebody named, is it Gelb?
It's kind of a obscure guess that I have this week right now.
Glenn
Beck.
Beck
is
okay.
the yeah.
How did you get him?
Yeah. I bribed him with Kexi cookies. I put them here in the studio, and he comes in. And,
He loves them, so that's a good way to get him.
so yeah, that's at themikeshow.com. Yeah.
All right, we got some tweets here. Rosie Kellogg tweets, our local Wendy's didn't have the strawberry Frosty the other day because of the strawberry recall.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Oh, no.
That's amazing. What kind of situation are we in right now?
We are a third world nation, baby.
I can't take it. It's unbelievable.
So that means, more importantly, the salad they were out of the strawberry salad.
More importantly, the strawberry salad. That's what that actually does look good to me. The strawberry chicken salad, I bet that's good.
He is hooked. We know where to find him today.
I'm going to Wendy's. I haven't been to Wendy's in I don't know how long. With the square hamburgers. They use the square cows, I guess. I don't know where they find them. I've never seen the square cow. Have you? But somehow they get them at Wendy's. Rowdy introvert tweets, leftist view, diversity requires 100% conformity. Yeah. Grumpy motivational speaker. We are way past the 1,028 days. They used the same slogan back in the 60s. God, Guns, and Coffee tweets. So should we just start calling him Beto McConaughey now? Yes. Yeah, you should. I think people were under the impression that Matthew McConaughey was conservative or something, maybe even Republican. Sure doesn't look like it to me. Sure doesn't look like it. Tricia Sanders, 33. Matthew McConaughey looked like an overeager 12-year-old running for student council. Yeah.
It was terrible. But look, something has to be done.
Something.
Right?
Do something.
We got to do something. Finally, do something. Carol remarks, when they fix the big city crime, then maybe they can come back and talk better gun laws responsibility to me. Maybe. Froggy Feels 79. You know who needs suits with sponsor patches? Politicians. Okay.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
And we have this from Brainy Bandit. I think you're overlooking the most important question. Who is going to be the first drag queen in space? Right.
Yes.
Who will be? It's got to be RuPaul. It has to be. She's done so much.
I mean, I'd be
for drag queen and the drag queen industry.
I'd be angry for RuPaul if it wasn't RuPaul.
I would too. I would be very, very upset. Actually, I think RuPaul goes by he, right? Aren't his pronouns? We just found that out last week or the week before.
Probably does.
He, him.
Yeah.
Perhaps they could do the first drag story time in space.
Oh, that'd be great.
Don't give them ideas, y'all.
That would be
so
awesome.
Great.
I love that. So, quick fun fact back to Somalia for just a moment that we were talking about because we were building up our military back in Somalia now that President Joe Biden is back in office. The president, the newly elected president, Hassan Sheikh Mohammed, became the first ex-president to be reelected. He was just reelected, and he's friends with our president, Joseph Robinette Biden, because he was president between 2012 and 2017 when this president, I think, was vice president in those years.
We don't go back that far with American history. How are we going to know?
I will say, and another thing that another fun fact on how you can tell our military is being built up back in Africa.
I love it.
Is that I have listeners for Chewing the Fat in Africa, and that means, and I'm sure that the Somalian vendor on the street corner isn't listening to Chewing the Fat. I'd like to believe that they are, but
that's cool.
They probably aren't. But during the years of Donald Trump, the listenership to Chewing the Fat in Africa went down consistently every year. I used to have listeners in Djibouti and Nigeria, and those have all gone away now because our military is gone, thanks to Donald Trump pulling them out of Africa. And now they're starting to climb back.
Oh,
wow.
And I'm sure that's true, obviously with Pat Unleashed. But I haven't seen those numbers.
Interesting.
But it is an interesting little note that,
Djibouti.
That is interesting.
Djibouti.
Yeah.
Djibouti.
Break this tie.
Are you from
It's
Africa?
Djibouti.
Thank you.
Are you from Africa?
It's Djibouti.
I didn't think so.
It's Djibouti. One of the common complaints heard about UFO sightings, as we're discussing,
going back to space with the drag
going
queens.
back to space and all of that stuff, particularly from skeptics, is that there are never any good photos or videos of these events. Isn't that the truth? It's always some blurry, far off. Why is that? Why is that? With all the great photography options we have now, our cell phones are better cameras, really, than the most sophisticated cameras of yesteryear.
Oh, of yesteryear, for sure, yeah.
I mean, we've got some great cameras now that are probably better quality than cell phones. But these are pretty high quality. You can't just snap something clear.
I mean, we have advertising saying I should be able to make movies with my iPhone.
Right. That's right.
Okay,
well, shoot a UFO shot, will you please? In reality, there are some fairly decent shots out there, according to this.
Yeah, we got it.
But it's true that many are blurry and nearly useless, offering little in the way of data to document the
because
event.
it happens so fast, though. You just can't get a good picture.
We got lucky the last week here in 2 different locations.
Okay, let's see them.
All right, so here's Miami Beach during an air show. See the guy's following that, so this is slowed down. Now watch what comes out of the water, Pat.
Okay.
Watch carefully. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Wait, play it again.
Wait.
That was it?
Play it again.
Okay.
Can't see.
I don't.
It's tough to see on this.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, it comes it comes from the right.
This is supposed to be a good shot. I can't see a thing.
So this is my point.
Obviously, he wasn't using an iPhone.
This is my point. If you have to,
come on,
it looks
that's
like to
terrible.
me it's a bird coming out of the water, and everyone's like, "No, look at the metal shining." No, it's a wing flapping. Stop, stop it. I know it's tough to see on these monitors. If we don't have it on this screen in here, Rob, on the left. We only have it on the right one.
Let me see it. Play it one more time. Let me look at it on this one.
It comes from bottom right.
Bottom right?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Not one thing did I see come out of the water.
You literally have to.
It's an invisible
but this is my point.
UAP.
Okay.
Thank you, a UAP. This is, people want to believe so badly, and I'm right there with you. But this was a bird. This was clearly a bird.
If it was anything.
If it was anything, right?
It was a bird.
Now.
But I didn't see anything.
But now the one at the Queen's Jubilee thing, this one I'm on board with. I love this one. Watch
All right,
this.
let's see this.
Okay, see, now this one's got an arrow. Did you see the arrow pointing at the little white dot?
Yeah, I see the white dot.
What is that? What is that? That is a supersonic paper ball right there. What? That is wild, huh? Come on, what's that?
I don't know. Somebody put it into it after the shot.
Promoting the Sonic movie. Who knows?
So let's see it again. Now, pause it at the beginning where you get the arrow so you can follow it along the screen.
There it is.
Okay, so there it is. There's
Upper
some
right.
white thing way over on the right-hand side.
So I want to know what it is.
And there's a jet flyby.
Uh-huh.
So
And
watch
this thing's moving fast compared to
really fast.
to the jets. See, look at that.
It's going faster than the jets.
What is that?
It's a spitball.
A spitball.
Somebody spit a spitball
Mach 3.
really fast.
Mach 3 spitball.
Yeah.
It's better than the Miami video, that's for sure.
Yes,
The
it.
one
Yeah.
where you can't even
I will
see
give
the
you that.
flapping bird.
Yeah, I will give you that. At least there is something on the screen to follow. Jeez.
Bad.
Oh man.
I was so disappointed too, because that reminded me how disappointed I was that the Queen's Jubilee has ended.
Are you disappointed?
Yes,
me too. Me too.
You know what? That thing
So
lasted so
disappointing.
long, it was getting into Lee Greenwood territory.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, God.
Wasn't it a 4-month jubilee?
Never
4 or 5 months.
ending, man. And I love the Queen and I love the Royals.
Oh, me too.
But I mean, no one supports the Royals more than chewing the fat.
Okay, he's still going. I hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so the streak is still intact. He's still the record holder.
And he played at the Jubilee,
But
too.
the Jubilee was never ending, man. I mean, it was like, okay,
Right.
we got it.
So here's
I know,
an idea.
ridiculous.
Think about this. This is how long that stupid thing lasted. It lasted so long that the Queen was a part of it, got sick, and then got better and was a part of it by the end again.
Yeah, barely. Yes. I mean, they dragged her out onto the balcony for the final little wave, and okay, we're good. Go party. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And Meghan and Harry left early.
Oh, wow.
They were pissed.
Were they?
Yeah, they were pissed.
How do you know?
Because
did they tell you?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
I've talked
All
to
right.
Harry and
Good.
Meghan. Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got cell coverage
He's-
as they flew over. As they're back to
He's
California.
obsessed enough with the
Yeah.
royal family that they probably are in contact.
What are they
I
pissed
wish they
about?
were.
I saw that relations were thawing in the royal
Were
family.
they?
That's the headline I read.
Because
Yeah.
at the one gala they
Sorry, I
had to
brought it
show
up.
up 20 minutes early.
Yeah.
And they had to wait, and they made them sit off to the side with the other royals that are nobodies. They had to sit over there
Not
with
with Princess Anne.
with the
Tell me they
nobody-
weren't with
the
Princess
nobody
Anne.
royals.
Oh no!
And he had to wait for William and Kate to show up and come through. And so at the final gathering where the Queen came out on the balcony and everything, Harry and Meghan already left.
Wow.
They cut out early. We're out of here. We're not.
Well, they weren't allowed on the balcony.
I know. Not even close.
Thing.
They were lucky to be allowed at Windsor at all. I mean, hello, goodbye.
I'd be pissed too. Yeah, I think I would have. I probably would have just
Screw
stayed
them.
home.
Stay
Stay home.
No, they should have gone back for Christmas. Let her see the kids for
Nah.
Christmas. That was the
No.
first Christmas that Grandpa died. They need to have the grandkids back there for Grandma. Yes.
No.
Wow.
Wow. I got to tell you about rough greens. If you're a dog owner,
You better tell them about something else. I'll tell you that right now.
if you're a dog owner, you want to treat your dog like royalty. Not the Harry and Meghan royalty, but the William and Kate royalty.
Thank you.
And the way to do that is with rough greens. Gives them all the nutrients they need. They love the taste of it. I don't know what it is about this. It's like little doggy crack. You just sprinkle it on the dog food that you serve, normally to your dog, and they will go after it. My dog Bill absolutely loves it. She wouldn't eat her dog food without it on top. And it gives her all the basic nutrients, the vitamins and minerals and probiotics and antioxidants that she needs. Now, most dogs really love this stuff. Mine certainly does. You can find out if yours is going to by getting a free bag, just a small bag to try out for a couple of days with your dog at roughgreens.com. All you have to pay is shipping. But go to roughgreens.com or you can call 833-783-3364. ruffgreens.com or 833-783-3364.
Pat Gray returns.
Okay, we're finding out some things about inflation from Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen.
I bet it's good, too.
This is encouraging right here.
Are you gelling with Yellen?
Oh, no.
You bet we are.
Oh, no.
You bet we are. Here's some of Yellen's thoughts on inflation.
There's no question that we have huge inflation pressures.
Huge. Pause it for a second. Can we stop with the huge thing?
That's the East Coast thing.
Why can't you say the H in the word? It's huge. It's Houston. It's not Houston, and it's not huge. Okay? All right, go ahead.
It's almost, pauses for a second, please. It's almost as if you're not gelling with Yellen.
No, I'm not.
It's almost as if.
She wrecked it.
Okay.
She already wrecked it with the huge thing.
Hold on, can I throw another curveball for our listeners in the Metro Houston area?
Yes.
Why do they call it humble instead of humble?
That's a good
Texas.
Yeah. I don't know. Just to be different.
Oh.
Yeah.
As you know, Texans do things differently. That's why they call San Jacinto San Jacinto.
No, I think that one's just in the face of
That's in
Mexicans,
the face of
yes,
it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Janet Yellen,
Sorry.
she's going to make you feel better about where we are with inflation because listen to how confident.
Okay,
she's got a good-looking wig. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
There's
think it
no
is?
question that we have huge inflation pressures.
Yep, we do.
That inflation is really our top economic problem at this point,
Good.
and that it's critical that we address it. So I do expect inflation to remain high.
Remain high. Oh, okay.
I very much hope that it will be
Very much hope. I
coming
hope.
down now.
She hopes it's coming down.
And the president's budget to that on that
it's coming
point
down.
projects
Feel good, right?
inflation at 4.7% for 2022, which seems to be an entirely unrealistic assumption given that inflation the first half of this year has been
4.7%
well
inflation.
above that rate. Has the administration's 4.7% inflation assumption proved accurate for 2022, or should that number be revised higher?
Need to revise it?
Well, we're
Janet?
in the process of producing a new forecast for the mid-session
revising
review. The
They'll get
numbers,
back to you
aren't
on their
locked-
forecast, Pat.
We're going to
locked
circle
in,
back,
but
yeah. We'll
it's
circle back
likely
on
to
that.
be higher.
Oh, is
Well,
it?
hopefully.
Likely. It's
Likely.
likely to be
But we
higher.
hope it'll come down. So I'm going to go back to Jeffy's question. You still
Gelling with Yellen? It's getting harder to gel with Yell.
I mean-
It really is. It really is.
They've done nothing.
Yeah,
that,
not one. Well,
shows
they're
that
hoping.
they're going,
What do you mean? They're
Okay.
hoping.
Sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
that's not nothing. They're hoping.
Yeah, don't poo-poo hope, Jeffy.
They're hoping it will come down.
Worst
Well, now I'm back to
What do you
gelling.
want them to do?
I'm back to gelling.
Do you want them to pray it will come down too?
How dare you? How dare you?
So inflation is bad. Okay, we got that from Jellin with Yellen. But the economy, the economy is great.
Oh, wow.
And here's KJP to explain that to us.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say to you is that the economy is in a better place than it has been historically. And so we feel here at this administration and other experts as well is that we feel that we are in a good position to take on inflation. We are in a good position to really start really working on.
I can't believe
Then
this.
do it.
Sharing that. Look, you know, the president is looking. Look, the president. Look, we understand Abbott is working hard. Look, the president says, and is he disappointed? Look, the president has done. Look, the president has been.
Stop.
Look, I mean,
it was yesterday she cut out early, right? She had a shortened press conference too.
Yeah, she only went for 10 minutes and then she left.
Yeah, they were
They're
saying,
like, wait,
we need a
what?
longer
Come on.
conference. We're out of
So she came back for part 2, though. She did come back. And
Did she have stomach issues?
I don't know what the deal was.
What was
I
happening
really
there?
don't know. It's possible. That's possible.
It is possible. Now, I'll give you that. It is possible that perhaps she had some stomach issues. There's been some recall on some food. Maybe she had some bad peanut butter or bad
strawberries. Yeah.
Did she come back wearing the same pair of clothes? The same outfit?
As far as I know.
I'm not sure.
Just want to make sure she's doing okay and made it.
As far as I know, the top half was the same.
Make sure.
All right, I got to tell you about Omega XL as well. We have 360 joints in our bodies, and that means there's a lot of space for things to go wrong, especially with daily activity and aging. It just happens, and then you start to develop inflammation, like I did in my left elbow, and couldn't pick things up after a while. It was really painful, and I resisted taking Omega XL for a time because I thought, it's all natural. It's not going to help. It did. I mean, after a week, the pain started to subside. After 2 weeks, it was gone. And it has not been back. Why? Because Omega XL can restore the SPMs. SPMs are nature's way of keeping your joints healthy. And as we age, we don't produce enough of them. Well, Omega XL can restore those SPMs and rejuvenate your joints and muscles so you can feel good again. Go to omegaxl.com/Pat. When you buy your first bottle, they're going to throw in a second bottle for free. omegaxl.com/Pat. You buy one, you get one free. Or just call 800-844-4888.
You're listening to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Last hour, we were talking about the fact that the Denver Nuggets sold for $4.5 billion, right? Oh, Broncos. Yeah, not the Nuggets. The Nuggets are worth about $88.35.
It's being reported that they're going to
$4.5 billion.
$4.5 billion. Yeah.
So I was wondering, wow, what are the Cowboys worth then? Well, apparently they're worth $6.5 billion. Mm-hmm. I believe the Cowboys are the most valuable franchise in all of sports. Yes. Is that still true? Or are the Yankees?
Wait, no. Wait. No, now you're going to get a soccer thing.
Manchester United.
Yeah, let's look up Manchester U because they might
dropped some, but the franchises worldwide. But the Cowboys are up there with them. I mean, they're in the rankings for.
And you know what Jerry Jones paid for the Cowboys back in what was it 88, 89?
1989.
$150 million.
I mean, that's like $10.
It's now worth $6.5 billion. That's a good investment. That's a nice return.
That is a nice return.
Yeah, but what was $150 million worth back then is today?
$350 million. Okay. Still a pretty good ROI. They're pretty good.
Okay, so
it's not bad.
Dallas Cowboys is your number one. Your New York Yankees.
Told you.
Number two. New York Knicks. Number three. And then Barcelona. Number 4.
Huh? More than Manchester United?
Real Madrid 5. Golden State Warriors 6. LA Lakers 7. New England Patriots 8.
Wow.
New York Giants 9. And then rounding out your top 10 is, Bayern Munich, of course. Soccer valued at 4.21. So Manchester 11. Manchester United. Huh. So they're the fourth.
So put that in your pipe.
I would have thought they would have been the most valuable too. That's all you hear about. If you're someone like me that doesn't care about soccer, you're always hearing about Manchester United.
Yeah, and you even have to put up with it on CNN sometimes. The CNN Deportes will start talking soccer, and it's like, okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Rob tells me they were the most valuable franchise, and then Americans bought them. I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
And drove them into the ground? Is that
That's
what happened?
Possible, yeah, because doesn't that Glazer money for Man U?
He says yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, he owns the Buccaneers and Manchester United? Really? Wow. That'd be nice to be that wealthy, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be fun?
It would be.
Yeah,
it would be.
Really fun.
It would be nice.
Or have the kind of money where you think, I'm going to buy Twitter today. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to have enough money to actually say, I'm going to fill up my gas tank today. But I don't have that. I don't have that.
Thank you.
So,
that's
it'd be nice.
Exactly
what's
happening.
I'm saying.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
So now you've got to choose between, do I fill up my gas tank or do I try to get in on this Denver Broncos purchase?
Right.
It's
can I get a
Broncos?
You going
Broncos? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I am. Mm-hmm.
What about a full tank of gas? Behind curtain number 2.
After I buy the Broncos, then I'll have more to fill up my tank.
See, that's thinking
you'll
ahead.
Have to stay. You have to live at the stadium at that point.
That's thinking ahead. Oh well.
All right. Well, we have overtime on the way today, so there's still more to enjoy right here, and we'll see you again on Pat Gray Unleashed tomorrow.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.